first off, I want to say, forgive for the way I look. I just got out of bed, but this has been eating at me for a few days now, and I wanted to go ahead and get it done while I had it fresh in my head. But, you know, with the Vegas story, it's just not making a lot of sense. A lot of things are not adding up to me. Number one, I've seen many videos of it when it's happening, and you can clearly hear two different guns, one in the distance and one up close, and it's not an echo because it's different patterns. Like the video that I've seen, the very first gunshot I hear is in the distance, and it's like with a just a regular gun, not an assault rifle. It's like boom, 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 and then a few seconds later you hear with the automatic up close. And this happens all through the shooting, so clearly there's more than one shooter. And even the sheriff came on in the beginning and said that this man did not act alone. But you know, now he's changing the story, because when he talked to everybody in the beginning, he hadn't, you know, talked to the FBI and the Secret Service and so forth, and they hadn't, you know, got their lies together yet, as I would say. Number two, how did SWAT get the phone call, get together, suit up, get a plan, and drive there, get up 32 flights in 15 minutes? It's not making sense. It's not making sense at all. They knew ahead of time or something, because it don't make sense to me. And I understand this man, you know, had a good bit of money. I also understand that he used to work for the government. Well, he was a contractor for a company that is well known to its ties to the government. And we know right now that in I can't say ISIS had anything to do with it. I can't say that. I can't say that at all. You know, that is what's going around. I don't know. They're saying the reason why he had the camera set up is because he was supposedly an undercover agent or something for the CIA, and he was selling arms to ISIS members here in the United States. So what they're saying is he had set up the cameras. This was the last deal to go down, and he set up the cameras in the room so they could record the deal going down. Alright, and they were supposed to bust them, but okay, the problem with that is, where's the rest of the police, the rest of the CIA that was supposed to be there to help bust? They would have been in another room or something to run in when the deal went down. I mean, this man wasn't going to single-handedly, you know, arrest, you know, these ISIS members. So that right there don't make sense. Number two, they said that, you know, he had one room in his girl's name, and the other room was in his name, and they were adjoining rooms. Okay, and they're also saying that he used the service elevator to bring the guns up. Okay, how did he get access to the service elevator? I could see him get the guns up. I really could. I could see him getting it up. You know, he was there for quite a few days. He could have just been bringing, you know, bags in one at a time, here or there, you know. People leave in and out of their hotel rooms all day long to go play the games, go sightseeing, whatever. But, you know, he could have got them up. Each time he came back in, brought a bag with him, you know, he could have had it. And, you know, the long suitcases that, like, you hang your clothes up in, it has a hanger in it. He could have brought them up in that somehow in between clothing. You know, that wouldn't have been hard at all. I don't see that being hard. I don't see him having to use the service elevator to do that either. The ammo could have easily fit in the bag and been brought up. So that right there, I don't see as a big deal. I probably could have done that. but he had to bring up a lot of equipment for cameras and so forth. But he was there for like 5 days, if I'm not mistaken, so it could have been done if, you know, he waited to do it on each shift change so they wouldn't suspect nothing. You know, him taking a bag up every time he went in, wouldn't be nothing to it. He didn't have to take it all up at once. All right, number 2, well, it's number 3, 4, 5, whatever. He had 2 meals at once, you know, delivered to his room. And so they're speculating that there was another person there with him, a female is what they're saying. But true again, he could have, you know, been fucking hungry and decided to eat 2 meals. You never know. Did anybody personally see this girl? Why didn't we hear about the security guard being shot in the first 2-3 days? You know, I'm hearing about it a week later. Why is that? I don't know. Just a lot of things don't add up to me on this. I don't think he acted alone. I think this was truthfully a, some kind of way to get gun control. I'm not going to sit here and say he was working for the government or anything like that, because I have no clue. But, you know, who's wanting the guns taken away? People need to understand, people kill people. If we don't have guns, there's still going to be murder. People need to understand that too. You know, it just won't be with a gun. It axe, knife, anything can be used to murder somebody. Hitting them over the head, your hands can strangle them. You know, come on now, people. So sit here and think, you know, that, you know, guns is going to stop murder. It's not. It might stop mass shootings, yes, but they still have bombs. They don't have guns. What do you think they're going to do mass shootings? Bombs. So wake up, people. This has nothing to do with the guns. It has to do with people. And murder comes from within the heart. We all know that. It comes from, you know, some deep-hated, I don't know, resentment, balled up, I don't know, you know, stupidity. And the heart is stupid, you know. People just do things, you know, where they're just, people don't know how to take criticism today. You know, you can say something to somebody and, you know, they want to kill you for it. Come on now. You take somebody's life, you can't give that back. And that's what you need to understand when you want to take somebody's life. You just can't give that back. That's a gift from God, and you're taking that gift away. So what do you think God's going to do to you? But, you know, if anybody shed a light on these questions I had, the things that aren't adding up to me, please feel free to comment, and I'll answer back if I can. I would love to hear, you know, what other people's opinions are on this, because these are the things that are not adding up to me. Have a good day.